Hey, it's Cold Warrior with another edition of Cold Warrior TV. So hang on to your hats. We're going to get this done as quick as possible. So, the Neighborhood Precinct Committeeman strategy. It's the answer for taking back your political party. It's the answer for electing conservatives, and it's the most important thing you'll learn about saving your country if you're a conservative. So here it is in a nutshell. Precinct committeemen are the card-carrying members of a political party. They elect the leaders of the party, and they're in the best position to get out the vote with the other precinct committeemen in their precincts. So right now, over half of these precinct committeeman slots are vacant in both of the two major political parties. If we conservatives will fill up all of these precinct committeeman slots in those local committees, we'll own our party, and instead of that party being at half strength and ideologically split, it would become solidly conservative with conservative leaders and a full strength get out the vote ground game. So if you're a conservative, you need to become a precinct committeeman. There's plenty of slots available. So which of these two parties is better? So on the left, what it is, we've got a half strength ideologically split party with no message and no ground game. Half of these slots are vacant. What it could be on the right, a 75% majority of conservatives in relation to moderates, with a landslide win producing political powerhouse ground game. It's all about getting out the vote. So if all grassroots conservative groups would now pivot and unite inside a political party, what would be the result? We'd control the outcome of the primary elections and elect the party officers. So we've got Tea Partiers of the various types. We've got As a Mom groups. These are just examples. The 912 groups, Smart Girl Politics, the gun groups, NRA and GOA. Half of those people are not registered to vote, and only half of those who are vote. Sarah PAC, Patriot Action Network, Evangelical Christians. Those same statistics apply with them as well. We've got to unite somewhere. Obvious place to unite, local Republican Party committees. So are you happy with the current Republican Party leadership? Yeah, I thought so. You're not. So you want to change it? So you want to become a political activist, right? So what's political activism? You're not really a political activist unless you've actually gathered a signature for someone or something to achieve ballot status in the next or the latest election. That's friend David Fitzgerald's quote. So let's let that sink in for a minute. Are you doing that? You're not actually in a political party unless you can vote for the party officers. Have you done that? So you got to get this. You got to get it now, 2014. So preaching to the conservative choir on the internet does not grow our party. So basically, this is what it looks like. Did you hear the latest? This is what happens on the internet day after day after day. People read news articles, they write about them, goes from Twitter to Facebook to Hot Air, Red State, Breitbart, Tea Party blogs, Fox News, conservative radio, on and on, issues ad nauseum. And there's like this wall of separation between all of that and actual political action in local Republican Party committees. That's where you need to focus. So, what won't win elections? Well, Twittering won't, Facebooking, all of that won't. Preaching to the conservative choir day after day on the internet is not going to get more conservatives to the polls. The best way to increase voter turnout is by a personal contact with the low information, low propensity voters. Precinct committeemen gain access to get out the vote software to help them efficiently contact these low information, low propensity voters. About 35% of Republican conservative voters fall into that category. And this works. It's just common sense. With a little coordination and organization, the precinct committeemen in my precinct doubled Republican turnout in a mayoral race with just 3 to 4 hours of targeted get out the vote phone calls and literature drops. I was in our precinct. So you live in a precinct. There you are in your precinct. So which of these two precincts has a better chance to have As many voters as possible vote, knowing that primary election turnout averages are about 20 to 25%. What's it going to be? The lone person in the precinct, or all the precinct committeeman slots filled up, and then they in turn getting out the vote? So how do you find your local committee to get involved? Well, one way is to call your county Republican committee chairman. If that doesn't work, call your state Republican committee chairman. Search the web. A lot of these local committees now have websites. And, you're resourceful. You're an American, right? Do whatever it takes. Find it, go to the meeting. Tell them you want to get involved. So once you've gotten there, here's what you need to do. You need to read the rules of the Republican Party, the state committee rules and the bylaws, the county bylaws, your local committee bylaws, and most states have a state precinct committeeman handbook, which lays this all out, makes it easy for you. It's not hard. This is really not hard. It's basic American civics. You can do this. So here's some resources for you. There they are, the precinctproject.wordpress.com. That's my little blog. Precinctproject.us. That's the Madison Project. They're helping get out the word. Unified Patriots, we've got an activism category on our webpage. There's my diary at Red State, and if you want to contact me, there's my email address. So you've been told what to do. I hope you'll do it, and let's do great things from here on out. Thanks.